have enjoyed a lot of hospitality for this convening. We are very proud and honored to have, from the onset, because from the onset we have already said that this is actually a very important project for Africa, and especially hope for development that is going to help us gain in what we have been lagging behind for many years. And so you will understand here that here we are going to briefly talk about our history. If I remind you what our friend in 1970 said, that Africa will be the continent for the future. And this would only be if Africa would be able to be involved in different stages of economy. And so we talked about the microprocessor at that time, and people thought that it was just an intellectual debate. But the reality today is that Africa has shown itself, and so we have today in Kigali this meeting, and we can note today that in reality we have actually had a certain number of developments that we can count for ourselves. And so there are some of them that we have already mentioned here. And we have actually some of the smart cities like we're trying to develop. So we're very aware in Mali that the content of services is important, but we need to pay attention to different infrastructure projects for telecommunications, for instance, which we are going to use to develop Smart Africa. Based on that, the national backbone for infrastructure, fiber optic, is actually in the process of being built. And so we have different funding sources from different investments from different countries. So we believe a lot that in Mali, that we need to have this partnership with the private sector. So we have 9,000 kilometers of fiber optic in service, and we have another 2,000 that is still being built, and we still have another batch that is still at the stage of resource mobilization. And so we can clearly see that we believe in this kind of communication, which is quite modern. And so this is a model that has been well developed in the 21st century. So Mali today has 20 million subscribers, and this was in 2016. And we also had landline users. And so compared to our population, we have seen that this does not really correspond when it comes to smartphone usage. So we have internet users that were about 4 million in 2016. And today in Mali, our famous Malitel and Orange are our two service providers. So in Kigali, we are committed to this Transform Africa Summit to support socio-economic development and Africa's transformation by using ICTs. And so in this regard, we have the Smart Africa Manifesto, and we'd like to reaffirm our commitment to support the different initiatives that we have in Smart Africa. We have already shown our financial contributions to the fund, and we would also like to reiterate our commitment to participate in entrepreneurship, innovation, and creation of employment. On the different points, Mali has tried to underscore certain aspects of the different projects, and so we have put in place measures in order to share information and experiences in the domain. And I can say here that the meeting that I'm just coming out for has again reaffirmed the commitment that Mali has on this particular theme, and we are going to report during the next summit, inshallah, in 2018. Considering the digital revolution, we are committed to supporting the different actors in order to create more than 20,000 extra work posts, and we also would like to see our GDP going from 7% to 12%. We would also like to restart the digital complex that we have in Mali, and to also put in place different measures and funds for companies that would like to work in the digital domain. We also have incubation possibilities, startup support projects that are going to help the youth build their own companies. In terms of partnership, public-private partnership, we have different possibilities, and we have a center that is going to accompany startups and SMEs in the different socioeconomic sectors. And so we're going to have 3 to 4 years in order to have formal and credible SMEs. Concerning the digital world, we have human resources, and we are really aware of the need that this sector has in terms of human capital. And so we have 1,200 roles that have been created. And when it comes to the security of this same domain, we also have thought of creating posts so that we can build trust of the users of this platforms. So I would also like to request President Kagame to enable us to have these meetings in different places, and so that Africans can actually own the digital revolution. And so this is actually going to provoke the interests and trigger the interests of people on the whole of the African continent, the digital revolution. Thank you very much for listening to me, and thank you very much for your kind attention. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Ibrahim Keita Boubacar, President of the Republic of Mali. Before we commence, allow me to set the floor for Youth Connect at Transform Africa by inviting Honorable Philbert Jean and Sengimana to just give us a sense of what Youth Connect actually stands for. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Mr. President. I take the floor not to make a speech, but to express our heartfelt gratitude for having found a moment to share with these young people seated in this room. In fact, there was a bit smaller room that had been planned for this session, but the turnover was such that we had to come to this plenary session. It shows the interest that the young people have to listen to your wisdom. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Brought to you by the Smart Africa Alliance.
Murakaza neza mu Rwanda.
Bienvenue au Rwanda.
Welcome to Rwanda.
Mnakaribishwa nchini Rwanda.
Transform Africa Summit is here again. Rwanda will be hosting heads of state and government, first ladies and government officials.
Plus de 300 maires de villes africaines et des délégués représentant le monde des affaires et le corps académique seront là pour vous apporter de nouvelles approches pour transformer nos villes africaines en villes intelligentes. Nos équipes seront ici pour décrypter chaque instant de ce rendez-vous continental.
Sessions will feature the unveiling of the African Smart Cities Blueprint. What does the blueprint entail? What does it mean to you? From exclusives to panel discussions, RBA has you covered.
Tuzabagezaho ibiganiro biteganyijwe imbonankubone ndetse n'ibiganiro byimbitse bifashisha abasesenguzi batandukanye ingingo ku yindi.
We will also be right here in studio to bring you wall-to-wall updates, analysis, interviews on this very important event in the ICT's calendar right here on Rwanda Television.
Kauli mbiu ya mkutano wa kimataifa wa Transform Africa ambao mwaka huu 2017 ambao unafanyikia nchini Rwanda ni kudumisha majadiliano ambayo yanahusu maendeleo ya teknolojia katika bara la Afrika.
See you in Kigali from May 10th to May 12th, 2017. Brought to you by the Smart Africa Alliance. Brought to you by the Smart Africa Alliance.
Tugwaye kaze ubahisemo gukurikirana ibiganiro byacu. Ngewe ugusuza ni Andrew Kareba. U Rwanda ni igihugu giherereye muri Afrika yo hagati mu karere k'ibiyaga bigari munsi y'umurongo wa koma y'isi. Iki gihugu gikunze kwitwa icy'imisozi igihumbi. Ni igihugu kidakora ku nyanja. Kiri muri Afrika yo hagati mu karere bita akibiyaga bigari. Igihugu gifite imiterere y'ubutaka itandukanye yiganjemo ibirunga mu majyaruguru, kikaba gikikijwe n'ikiyaga cya Kivu mu burengerazuba. Parike nationale y'ibirunga iri mu birunga mu misozi miremire n'amashyamba. Hari ibice bimwe na bimwe ushobora kugeramo bigoranye kubera impamvu z'imiterere y'ako gace, ugasanga nta mihanda imeze neza, ibiraro bitunganyije ndetse n'ibindi, ugasanga ibi bibangamira iterambere ry'igihugu. Leta y'u Rwanda yafashe iya mbere mu gufata ingamba no gushaka icyahindura imibereho y'abaturage hifashishijwe ikoranabuhanga mu itumanaho ariryo ICT, mu guteza imbere umuturage hubakwa ibikorwa remezo birambye. Aha twavuga nk'amashanyarazi, umuyoboro wa internet hose ndetse n'ibindi. Muri iki kiganiro tugiye kurebera hamwe uruhare rw'ikoranabuhanga mu mibereho y'umuturage. Reka duhere aho igishushanyo mbonera kigaragaza uruhare rw'ikoranabuhanga mu kugira uruhare ku musaruro mbumbe w'ubukungu bw'igihugu, aho biteganyijwe ko mu mwaka 2020 buzazamuka guhera kuri 3% kugera kuri 5% ndetse hahangwe imirimo isaga 100,000 biciye mu ikoranabuhanga. Mu rwego rwo kugera kuri intego, Leta y'u Rwanda ifatanyije na sosiyete y'Abanyamerika Zipline